10 out of 10 questions for deeper connection. Because simply talking more won't bring you closer. Asking the right questions will. And this is backed by research. Closeness is built through what psychologists call reciprocal self-disclosure, taking turns sharing gradually deeper things. And a Harvard study found that people who ask good questions, especially follow-ups, are consistently better liked, because asking makes the other person feel genuinely heard. Here are a few of my favorites. Number 1 is what's something you've changed your mind about in the past few years. This works because it signals that you see the other person as someone who grows. Not a fixed personality, but a person with an evolving story. It quietly gives them permission to be more than the version of them you already know. Number 2 is what's the most memorable compliment you've ever received. This one tells you so much about someone's values. Do they mention something surface level like, "I like your hair"? Or does the compliment they remember the most speak to their character? Or maybe they've never really received one, and how do they feel about that? Either way, it's fascinating to hear what someone reaches for. Number 3, when do you feel most like yourself? This works because most people are rarely asked who they are underneath their job or their role. You're not asking about what they do, you're asking who they are. And people remember the person who was curious about just that. Number 4, and this one goes deeper, what's something you'd want to apologize to someone for? This prompts them to reflect on their past and be honest with themselves. And it tells you a lot about how someone holds accountability, whether someone can sit with their own imperfections rather than hiding them. That kind of honesty is where real closeness starts. The next one is what's something you wish people understood about you without having to explain it. This works because it goes straight to the gap between how someone feels inside and how they're perceived by others. And letting someone close that gap for you is one of the most intimate things there is. And lastly, for someone you already know, what's something you never told me but always wanted to? This works because it does something most conversations never do. Openly invites depth. It tells the other person the door is open. Oftentimes, they've just been waiting for someone to hold it open. There's this misconception that the people we feel closest to are simply the ones we've spent the most time with, when really it's the ones we've gone deep with. And while it's true that strong friendships are also built through hours and consistency, depth itself is a choice, and one you can evoke one good question at a time. Save this for the next time you want to go deeper with someone, and tell me, which of these would you most want to be asked?